Hey guys, it's Jack Zuvlek here, and in this video we're going to run through how to get shit done. So the reason I'm making this video is that it is actually a Monday morning and I was going through my weekly plan and schedule and what I'm going to do for the week, and I realized that this could be really helpful for anyone that kind of sits in front of their computer and goes, what should I actually be doing? Because I am human and I've found myself over the last 10 years doing that more often than not. And what I realized is it comes down to a few of the things that we are going to cover in this video. So what we're going to cover, which is FR versus UO, which is finite resources versus unlimited options, how to do system thinking, the 4 types of leverage, the bonus stack, and then I'm going to actually go through, plan my week and show you exactly how I do that and what ways you should be thinking about that. So, because that is the goal of this video, is to more so teach you how to think about planning. And this may not work for you, and I'm completely okay with that, but it has worked for me over the last 10 years in numerous different companies, so I thought I would share that. So basically, every entrepreneur, business owner, you watching this video has this dilemma, and that is that you have finite resources, time, energy, capital, and legitimately unlimited options. There is unlimited ways that you can actually grow your business, start your business, whatever it is. So as the entrepreneur, as the business owner, you actually have to make a conscious choice and make a decision about what you're going to focus on. And the reality of that is our decisions aren't weighted equally. So, for example, if you make a decision to change your logo, update your website, do all those kinds of things, these are good and they need to be done, but they're not going to have the same weight on growth as launching ads, making content, reaching out to customers, reaching out to potential customers, doing things that are going to generate demand for your business. So that's why you have to think about is, depending on the stage, and it's obviously hard to make content for everyone, but these videos are kind of generally targeted for someone between $0 and $2 million, and that's in annual revenue. That's kind of where I play with, and that is who I usually work with as clients. So generally speaking, you're going to be wearing a lot of hats, and you've got to make some decisions to move your business forward. So that is one of the most key parts of this, and that's kind of what I want to preface this video is saying you actually have finite resources and you do have a finite amount of time on this earth. I'm sorry to get deep and philosophical with you, but you've got to think about that, and you can't go chasing stupid options that aren't going to actually yield or push your business forward. So now we understand that concept. What I want you to think about now is system thinking. So that is, how do you create a protocol, a process, a training, a way that can be replicated to doing what you do? So can you get extremely rich doing the work? 100%. You know, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 an hour for your work. You could only need to work 1 hour a week, 2 hours a week. Chances are that's not you. So you want to be able to build a self-replicating machine, and that only comes via system thinking. So I'm not going to go completely into system thinking. There'll be other videos on that, but you want to think about how do you create a system that's repeatable, that's scalable, that spits out the same outcome every single time, whether it's you or someone else that's carrying out that system. And then, so now we've figured out that we have finite resources, unlimited options. You've got to think about the systems, and then now we want to actually think about leverage. So there's 4 types of leverage. There's labor and capital, media, and code. So the first 2, labor and capital, they're not necessarily bad. You can build a $1 billion company using them, but both of them require permission. So you need to get the people, and unless you've got unlimited capital at your disposal, you're going to usually have to get loans, business, banks. There's someone generally involved in these 2. So these are, they require permission. And again, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It takes money to make money, right? But when we're thinking about leverage, media and code, especially in 2024, in the state of where the world is right now, these are where I'm looking to leverage, right? This video is leverage media, and then I'm going to disperse it through code, through my systems, through my softwares, through things like that. And that's going to create infinitely more leverage than here. So now when we're thinking about the shit that we're doing, we want to be looking at how can we use these 2. And media, that can be training protocols. It doesn't need to obviously be content. It can be training protocols. It can be groups like a school group or something like that, where you're putting all your team training and things in. And then code is how do we use the software to do the job of a person to create more leverage so we can focus on the most important parts. So this is now kind of the foresight of how you want to think about this. You want to think about your unlimited options, system thinking and leverage. And then when we're going through it, like we actually have, I'll get to the bonus stack after this. So give me a second. Now we actually want to think about, I'm going to kind of run through all the things that I need to do this week. And this week I'm actually traveling, so it is a shorter week. So I'm going to, okay, what is all the important things that I can do? So like, I'm just going to go, like I've got one of my company's website, web, redevelopment, ad campaigns. I've got cold email for 2 clients, sales letter, school group, construction. I've got to do some tech stuff on the back end for email automation, tech, email, plus LP. What else is there? I've got to book my call with Hyros. I've been putting that off. I've got an affiliate portal to do. I have 3 content videos to do, which are like this. Graphic designer. I'm just trying to, you want to get everything out of your head. Like literally all the things that you need to do in your business this week, this month, whatever. The timeline doesn't necessarily matter. And I always think something's better than nothing, right? If you've got things to do, then just get them out. I've got check-ins with current clients. And so again, what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to rack my brain, going through all the different things and roles. And you'll see some of this, right? It's kind of once off, but like, your onboarding creates relationships, and I haven't outsourced that yet because I believe that is one of the most important parts of an engagement with your clients, is actually onboarding them properly, setting the expectations, running through exactly what is going to be involved. Let's just say that's that. Okay, so now we've got web redevelopment, ad campaigns, cold email, sales letter, school group, tech, email plus landing page, Hyros, affiliate portal, 3 content vids, graphic design, check-ins with clients, onboarding calls. So what's that? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 things. And now the easiest way to prioritize, if you can't go, what's more important, web, if I'm going to run through this, web redevelopment, that is important, like immediate. And it's something that, if it gets done by the end of this week, awesome. Whereas ad campaigns, I'd look at that as something, that's going to drive demand. That is going to get more people on my calendar. That is going to drive sales and get people into my world. Cold email, that is important because that is a deliverable for a client. Sales letter, that kind of links back into this. So that's kind of a subset of that. School group, that is important, but it's not immediate. So I'm looking at, okay, tech email and setup, that is important, but it's not number 1. Hyros, not number 1. Affiliate portal, not number 1. Content, graphic designer, I've got a few calls booked in, check-ins with clients, I think that's huge, and onboarding. So now, what you want to do is you want to pick the 3 most important things to do, and that is how you're going to just plan your day, and you're going to do nothing else but that. So you 1 is going to be ads, 2 is check-ins, and 3 is onboarding. So now I've actually got what I need to do, and that's the most important. And you want to ask, what would someone 100 times smarter than me, what would they prioritize on? And this is going to be depending on your phase, on where you're at in terms of your growth and what you're up to. But for me, these are the most important things. And I know if I can click that off in a day, I can get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Well, then now, for the rest of the week, I've got 9 more things to do. And they're what I'm going to focus on. And from there, I'd probably say, well, the sales letter needs to be done, the tech email needs to be done, and I'd probably say Hyros and getting that sorted would be something that needs to be done because that's going to link and make all of this stuff work. So then it's a bit of a process of deduction and then how we actually do things. That's how you actually go through. You get everything out of your head, and then you go, okay, what is the most important? What is actually going to drive my business forward? Instead of the things that are kind of nice to have, you know, the web and that. Again, I'm not shitting on that. I just think that you know, money solves problems, and if you have a problem that money can solve, then you don't actually have a problem. You just need more cash. So that's how I look at that. So now, when you're looking at like a bonus stack, if you want to invert it, and that's how I look at problems. So to get none of this done, I'd probably sit on social media, I'd scroll, I would go out for lunches and do all this kind of shit, and that's probably going to mean that I don't get anything done. So now if I invert that, well, I'm going to not go on social media, I'm going to starve all the distractions on my phone, because I do sometimes get in a meme scroll of doom. And then I'm just going to put myself in positions where I can actually focus and work, and that's what I've found having my own office has enabled me to do. So if you want to look at something really good, there's an app called Opal. Get in the App Store. I think it's $100 a year or $150 a year or something like that. But basically it blocks all your apps. And you'll find yourself, and I find myself, going to Instagram or whatever and trying to check it and going, oh shit, I can't actually check it. So use that, put your phone on airplane mode. And what I have found is using Instagram and Facebook and stuff on desktop, it is not as addictive. You can kind of stop the doom scroll, but whatever they've done on mobile is honestly elite. So that is our bonus stack. We want Opal, airplane mode, and put yourself in a position to actually get some deep work done. This stuff does require deep work. You can't just kind of go into it and flutter around. For me, working at cafes, working in noise doesn't work. And you know, I just know myself. It might work for you, and if it does, I'm fucking jealous because I wish I could. But I basically need to work in dead silence with headphones in, with no distractions to get stuff done. So this is the process. I hope that you take something from here. You do have finite resources and there are unlimited options. Think about creating systems in your business that can be replicated, that other people can do. You want to address leverage, labor, capital, media, code, and build things that are media and code based to give you the most leverage, to give you back more time. Download Opal. I'm not too sure on Android. I don't use Android, but that's what I use on Apple. Put your phone in airplane mode and get stuff done. So thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, comment below, and I will catch you on the next one.